All right, episode 71. Well, we own everything now. Uh, all of Latium has been taken over, and all of Albion, with the exception of the one island I left for each of the NPC governors. So Arthur's gets to stay here, Concordia gets to stay down here, Tarragon's up here. Other than those three islands, which I'm allowing them to keep, we own everything. So we got a few things I want to do today. All the islands that we recently took over from them, these last five, and with the exception of this one, I need to figure out if I can just get rid of an island or just keep it so they can't have it. Um, Go through and try to make some use of them. There's still some things in Albion I actually haven't started making for these people that I'd like to send back to Juliana, and some of these that I've just never made in the campaign. I've never done roast beef, never made chariots. I didn't even know there was an Elder Council. So, never made shields or trousers, I don't think. Or the scarves or whatever they are, wigs. So there's a lot of things I haven't made in these, or in Albion, so. So it would be nice to see if A, I can do it, what's worth it, what's not. And then hopefully within the next couple episodes, I'm not sure, still don't know when we're going to get the DLC, but might actually need to move on to something else until that happens. Because, well, there's just not much to do anymore. Maybe try to do it on advanced. Nah, it's not boring. You just don't know how to play these games. Oh, ADHD generation.
Peace creates stability.
She wants me to make peace. And it was fun, Johnson, when we took over the whole thing. Like, I had to fight for all these islands.
It is my duty to bring you back to the fold, by whichever means necessary.
Alright. Gosh. Dude's bugging now. Oh, defense pact. Alright. I cannot... Nobody wants to have an alliance?
Let's get around the table.
Why? Because I own everything.
Laudable.
Come on.
Let us join our causes.
Alright.
Memorably done.
Yeah, you say that until you get in here, and then you start playing, and yeah, just like your dad and I would just keep getting sucked in with more and more and more, and you're just like, oh, yeah. Hey, they changed something. Look at that. It actually says, you see that stove? It tells you what the problem is right there on your trade route, so you don't have to look in it. So I know this one is bread, which apparently I've gotten myself into a bread issue on Juliana. So we'll check into that real quick. I don't see how there's a bread issue with the amount of bread I'm making. Can we throw... I don't have anywhere else to throw another wheat farm in. I didn't leave... I guess I could make my army area smaller and maybe throw some more goods back here. I think it's more my trade routes are jacked up. You definitely do have ADHD, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to do some other things before I mess with the trade routes. I want to put in some more trading post. Oh no, I was gonna move you. Okay, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Now we got a trading post on this side of the island. Hopefully that'll alleviate some room here. Definitely need to stabilize new islands, and then gotta figure out the bread issue here. Because certain islands are overflowing while others don't have enough. All right. Since when? Since birth. It's a silly question. Alright, we're going to find a place to throw a farm or two in here. Even if it's ugly. I think it might just be a lack of wheat. Oh, I can't make it around there? Shoot.
Done.
I got enough water. Alright, we got to figure out where this wheat's going. Bread. We need one more wheat field. I think we'll be okay. It's not going to be enough room, but we'll throw one up there. Not the right button. Alright. It's not the full 210, but it's better than what we had.
Elegant.
Here. We're making too much hemp, so we'll just go ahead and absorb that space there. And we got room if we need it for a little bit more. Alright, we got enough wheat going now, which means we'll have enough grain, which means we'll have enough bread. We'll just have to wait for that to catch up for all of these routes. I'm getting sick of the bread.
A decision, your judiciousness.
Pay for happiness and prestige. Yep. Are the games over? No, we got 2 hours left on games. 15? See, that, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But none of your streams are all that long. All right, so we got bread going. Then religion. We got new islands. We need to figure out which islands we can make for Minerva, and then Ceranos, and then at least one more for Mars, so that we can get these last 3 buffs over here. Improved diplomatic relations. Devotion gets advanced by 1 stage. Not sure that's going to matter since everything's maxed out. And then +1 offense and defense for all troops. Would have been cool when I was actually attacking everybody, but we'll get it on the backside for the DLC, I guess. So we'll head over there to Albion. Figure out which islands we can give what, and we need to stabilize all these new islands that we just took from, what's his name, Arthur. Not looking to do anything crazy. We're just going to go through and at least put on some food and some citizens, so that way they don't go abandoned and then have to redo everything. Probably do city center up here. We'll have the water from up there. I really hate all this ground covering that they leave out on the map. I'm not too worried about the defense of these islands because, well, there's nobody left to attack me. Oh, we have 0 wood here. Okay. So we'll just start with getting wood on all the islands. Yeah. I show up early, so I get to leave early. Your dad shows up late, so he leaves late. Yeah. Yeah. Pros and cons to each of them. If I didn't have other adult things to do, I would definitely be the one showing up late. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. If I could sleep in, hell yeah. We got those little pesky crotch goblins, and they don't really allow that much. So I'm not sure I could do anything with this island. It has no resources. I don't think it was ever intended to be settled. I feel like the NPCs just did whatever the hell they wanted. Make a little shrine of it or something. I don't know. Like, you're gonna have to import every good here. There's nothing here. I took that one over. There's the other new one. Johnson, if you're there, you should definitely download this, and then we'll play a 3 or 4 person one with your dad. But we'll all play against each other. See if you could hang with us. Alright, one. Nope, that's not. I could swore I took 5. Oh, it's the big one. Yeah. God, what do I even do here? I just get wood going, I guess. I need all my ships to go fuck off and do something. I don't know.
What could you possibly require?
Oh. No, no, no. Oh, no, don't freak out. Go away. Oh, crap.
Gather arrows.
Alright. Really wonder if I should just get rid of all these guys and half my ships. There's not really any value to keeping them now. There's nobody to fight. Alright. Move this guy up here. Where if I had anybody to worry about, he'd be well defended. Stouffer, are you there? That's going to drive me nuts. That's later problems. All right, get all these troops off here. All right. Finally got enough for a row of houses. And they're going to need food. Let's see, what can these guys make for us? We got beer, dye, saltwort. Things that I have not made yet. Should probably go to our main island over here and figure out what these guys are not getting. Trousers. They need sheep and dye. So that might be what we use this island for down here. No, I'm not trying to pick that up. I'm trying to build. Come on. Alright. So this island will be our sheep and dye. So that will make our pants here. That I'm not making any of. And then roast beef. What do we got to do for... This is saltwort. And the ox. Which we do have plenty of marshland for. Alright, so that's what we can do with that island. What other things have we not started making yet? Wigs. What do we need for wigs? Horses. So we just actually need to make the horses. We're going to send those all the way to Juliana or somewhere in Latium because I don't think there's any flax here to make headpieces and wigs. That's weird. All right. And that's really the only three things we are not making at this point. Chariots. I don't even think I've unlocked chariots yet, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go to our tier 4.
To crunch along with the action.
So, cloaks. All that's being provided. All they're missing over here are the cloaks and the chariots. Those are both provided by Alderman. All right. I didn't check to see if we were getting any of the bread produced over there. Togas. All right, we'll check on togas real quick.
Our store is as bloated as Lucullus's
That is not.
cadaver.
There it is. So for cloaks, we are not getting enough. We have plenty of flax, but we don't have nearly enough cloth. We got all the purple drink we could want. Not making enough of those, so we are missing out on cloth. And that is coming from ponds. They're making all the flax. We got 1, 2, and 8. Might need to look into another island making it for us. Here we go. Unhappy Island. There's already a lot of shit here that people don't like, so we can just continue on with that. We will... What do we need to harvest flax? Not a casino. Oh, okay. So. Already going to have water down here, so we'll go ahead and throw them right here. I'm thinking we might do the same thing. We'll just start with 3 for right now. And see if that's going to be enough. To supplement Juliana. don't need to keep that road open, do we? All right, and then we're gonna need 40. We're gonna have to make some more people. Yeah, I know. Oh, we got one. Area. Oh, there's spinners in range and residents in range. Health, yeah. Oh, unfortunately, this island. I haven't really done any of this stuff to make it that much better. I'll pay for it. Okay. What we really need is more of the, at least one block of the tier 3. Only need 40. It's going to be cutting it close. The old eagle. All right. All right, so let's find the lapis. Not sure why. Okay, I don't want to use that ship. Not sure why we have so many to Juliana. That should start supplementing fire safety. Do you not reach? Really gotta start upgrading these roads so that way. I don't have to have so many damn firefighters everywhere. Like every industry has its own firefighters, so I'm not sure. It's got to be the new stuff we just made. Whatever, we got enough people right now. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. Make them happy as well. Before we leave, we'll make sure they still got enough fish. Getting enough porridge. Could use one more spinner. And because I don't want to move any houses, throw you over there. And you can reach that warehouse. All right. Dang. Need one more hat and one more sheep farm, too. And it'll be from up here. Where are our sheep? Over here. Missed one. Alright. Unhappy Island should be good to go again. We'll see. Well, you know what? Kind of debating one thing real quick. An easy thing to do. We have all the resources to do it. I'm going to give these guys water. Just real quick and easy. We'll go back and fix this in a second. And grab this whole town in 2 blocks. Fucked it up. Was about to be real easy and then I goobered it all up. Place one there and shoot. That ain't gonna work. Alright, well, it's gonna give most of the population water. Oh, with marble roads, that would be the entire population, but that's pretty good. Oh. That'll make these guys happier, keeping them from, even though I call it my unhappy island, from them going full war unhappy. So 6 trade routes: amphora, bread, drinking horns, lavender. We know that none of them's there yet because it just started making it. Issue after issue. Bread. Got bread issues in there. And amphora issues. That's all in Albion, so. Which is where we're heading next. Alright, so that island stabilized. We now have some wood here. Oh, that's annoying. OCD wasn't going to let that go. Alright. Get these guys all the basic necessities, and then we can actually start making them worth having. This was one of my beer islands back in the day, but it's not nearly big enough to scale for that. Okay. This island just, there's, I don't know what we're going to do with this island. There's no real land mass. We're going to have to drain everything. Not sure why you're on this angle. What does that guy want? Oh, jeez. Well, just getting it going. We'll make it look pretty in a while. And then the big main island.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
All of our armies are good. We'll hide them over there.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
We're going to send one fleet back to Latium. It needs to go somewhere. I got 3 fleets over here, 4 now. That one's still doing patrols.
Salve, Praetor.
Let's set you guys on a patrol as well.
Semper Vigilo.
That way, if these guys decide to pop off and be brave, the ship's already be out and about. Alright. And then this one's still patrolling as well. Alright. Big brown desk going into, yes. Once we figure out what's going on with that whole inversion thing. Man, I told myself I wasn't going to do anything to down happiness on Juliana.
Obviously.
But I'm in bad favor with the Emperor, so. Why, did they move that desk already, Stove? Alright. What do we got here? +2 happiness for 3.5. +1 happiness for an hour and a half. -3 for 4. Towards the end, that might suck. But I'll be able to run another set of games in an hour and a half. It's gone. To where? Please tell me it's in the correct room. No. What desk were they trying to put in there? There is no other desk. Are you trying to get me riled up while I'm not there? Why do people wait for me to leave to do shit? One, there was no other desk, and two, we're... okay. No, that we need that desk for people. People are going to be at that desk. Like, there's a person coming in that needs that desk. I hate people. Unless there's a new desk going into training, that desk needs to go in, stay in there. Which island's making my bread? I don't know why it doesn't keep the filter that you have. One of these islands is making bread, and I need to know. It's you, Brigadier. So another grain and another... Okay. We could do that. Up our bread production. Other than I'm short a mercator. One of these new small islands has nothing. Can I just make one of you a bread island? Alright. Oh, tell them to text me if they need a direction on how to adult. Jesus. Which island has... Where are the brooches coming from? Here. Man, okay. So there's still not even that much left here. Alright. Might need to make this whole place self-sufficient. Because all the stuff going from one region to the next region is causing massive issues. But we at least got all the islands sustainable. We need to give these guys religion now. That was the other one. Minerva. Minerva's probably going to need a big island. So whatever name this island is, we'll go with that one. You're going to be Minerva. She will need at least one big island, one small maybe. Ceranos. No. I don't actually even care if these things are what these islands are going to be doing. All right, what other islands we have? Argentum and Cutsip. All right. Give you Minerva. And this one island, we'll give this one to Mars. I think we needed one more for Mars to push him over the top. Even though this island's going to have nothing to do with Mars, we'll get started on what we said it'd be used for, which is going to be the dyes. And we're going to use the dyes to make pants, trousers. Looks like this is just going to need smiths. So that'll be easy. We'll keep this island completely Celtic for as long as we can. We're just going to expand the population quickly, and then we'll work on it after that. And we'll go ahead and just round it out. Oh, just like that, we're out of wood. We did have some gopher ships left on this region.
We stand
There's one.
waiting. Mariners, forward!
Yeah, because that was a slight mess up. I'm going to need food and stuff, and I do not have the food to give them. Okay, we're actually lucky on food. So. Oh. Get these guys the necessities that they're requiring. All right. Every time we get the trade routes fixed, just that much more issues. All right. Brigadier was sending over. Let's verify how much it's sending over. All of it. Okay. Just not making enough to. Which makes me really feel like I should probably dedicate an island to making enough for the whole region. And islands are something I am in excess of. What does it cost to make sluices? Wood and tiles. So let's find which island has a lot of wood and tiles.
There are signs of public unrest.
Why? Here, whatever. Alright, you have tiles. You are making tiles here.
Here to see how the sausage is made.
You making tiles? Yeah. Bird tongues.
Governor. I hope I said that right.
What do you want? Oh.
So Praetor.
So we're going to send this guy up here. Which island did we say was going to be? Right here.
Time flies.
We're going to sluice out this whole island and turn this into one massive bread production. There's not a lot, but we'll figure it out. Claydon, okay. And we're still waiting on wood down here.
Got my own reedies, keep my feet dry.
And they got reed shoes, which those are left over from the war. Those will be running out soon. Yeah, there's a few things that are gonna be left over. So I could probably run all the farms out over here, use the aqueduct. So what are we gonna need to get those started? And then the sheep, yeah, we'll be able to put all this right here. This won't be bad. 1 minute apiece. So 2 farms for every sheep. So start with, we got plenty of population already. Can we build aqueducts here yet? We can. We don't have the resources here, but just for reference. Stove, I'm really curious if you stop the shenanigans. Actually, I want to see how far we can get this line to go.
Done.
So concrete roads, that might actually do good. All right. Dude, they all have issues. So we're going to start with 4 sheep farm or 4 dye plants. Calm down. You'll get a warehouse.
There are signs of public unrest.
Place is unfinished.
Actually move you in. And then one more for now. Well, we got festivals going up everywhere. Quiet, yep. Just, you want a festival, have it. Okay. The whispers of war, poverty, and disease swept the empire. The priesthood and the city of Ithaca Nova urge you to consult the oracle, soothe the wretchless population. The most prominent local oracle, an elderly and revered civil of Apollo, demands a substantial sacrifice before revealing her divine prophecies. Okay, these all have a 50-50 chance. Dislikes, favors. So the top and bottom. Prosperities.
Very good, Are.
Alright. 15 grand. Belief goes down. Not really much of an issue. Income and knowledge. Oxymoron, just what happened. Alright, so for pants, now we need 2 sheep. And once again, that's just the low ranking stuff. Tier 1 citizen, so that won't be an issue. Stove, did you did he stop the shenanigans? Are you back yet? Alright.
We stand waiting.
We now have a massive supply of wood. More than we could fit in there. Can I upgrade this thing? No. And trousers are going to need smiths.
Waiting for your decree.
Alright. One of these islands is making my little mud things. You. And you are full of beer. Alright, I might actually be able to start sending some beer out other places, because this place is completely packed full of beer. Until one of these ships shows up and takes it all. Is it going to be you? Yep. Alright. Now all the beer will get back to work. Alright. But I might be able to do a third ship, sending it to Juliana and get some more going. Alright, well, we almost have this island set up to do the trousers. And then after trousers, it is also going to start doing the roast beef. Once again, these don't take a really... Well, that takes aldermen, but for the most part, this island has enough population as is to be able to do what we're going to need it to do. So we're making... I might actually need to scale that up a little bit more, just so it matches with the trousers. Oh, yeah. Might do 1 more sheep and 2 more farms. That way we could just do 3 trousers, and that'll be 100% efficiency with that. And plus that a little bit when we build out this aqueduct. And we'll probably start another aqueduct up here for the actual city. But that'll be for tomorrow's episode. Thanks for stopping in and watching. Like, subscribe, share.